725, Big Chicken Morning Show, B103 to ATL's number one for hip-hop, R&B, and throwbacks. Queen, send me a morning.
Hey, best friend.
Another queen has entered into the situation right about now. Bambi's here!
Hey.
Bam, bam!
Good morning, y'all.
Bambi in the building, best friend.
Listen.
Looking beautiful.
Me and Bam Bam go back.
Yes, we do.
She was one of the original Tigger's kittens.
Wait, what? Did you just make that up?
No.
That was a real thing.
You had, Big Tigger's Big Kittens?
Big Tigger's Kittens. I had 2 calendars. I had a monthly showcase for models before all of them used to go get their stuff fixed.
Yeah.
So the original Amazing
Original body
like,
parts
yeah.
calendar.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was lit back
Really?
then.
Yeah, no,
Yes.
Tigger's Kittens was the thing. She was one of the OGs.
That part.
Tigger's
That part.
Kittens.
Tigger's Kittens was the thing. It was a whole thing.
Wow.
Equally
okay.
a thing is this brand new book that now author Bambi has
Yes,
put out.
author.
Mommy, I want to go home.
Exactly. That's exactly how you're supposed to read that.
Tell me about this book, this children's book.
Yes. So this book was written during my divorce process, and it was just me trying to find ways to communicate to my kids our new normal, our new life, what's going on, and particularly my 4-year-old at the time. He used to say, "Mommy, I want to go home," all the time. He would cry. I just showed him a video the other day of him. He's like, "Mommy, I want to go home." Like, we are at home. This is our new house. You know, your dad has his own house now. So it was just me, trying to find ways, being creative, to talk to them about what was going on.
That's got to be tough. I mean, you're doing a great job, though.
thank you.
Navigating, making it all. I mean, you make it look really easy and good on social. So I'm proud of you. Where do you and Scrappy stand now?
We have from my perspective, I feel like a decent situation where we parallel parent, what I like to call it.
Not co-parent.
Yeah. I mean,
Parallel parent.
I feel like sometimes you have to be realistic about where you are personally with somebody, and we're not like the best of friends by any means, but we don't have no beef. And if he wants to get his kids outside of his parenting time, I'm always just like open to that. And
Yeah, because that means a break for you.
Absolutely.
I mean, you got 3 under
Selfish.
5.
Come on.
Hello.
Please come get
Come
them.
on.
Yeah, so I mean, life is good. I mean, I'm happy. The kids are healthy.
Good.
Oh, that's good. That's important, you know.
But through this process, I've watched the roller coaster ride, and I tried to call people, but I ain't gonna say nothing.
Hey, sorry.
In particularly, Scrappy had an interview with Carlos King where he said, quote, he asked if he ever thought that you loved him.
Yeah.
And his response was the petty side of him wants to say no, because you don't have to love nobody to be with somebody. You don't have to love nobody to be loyal. You don't have to love nobody to have babies. All you have to do is have a goal.
Yikes.
You've heard this before, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I did
How did
hear
it make
that.
you feel?
Initially, when I heard it, I was like, yikes. But then, it took me a moment. I processed it from his perspective, and I'm like, he's kind of dealing with his feelings right now. And sometimes the media isn't the best place to deal with that stuff, but that's his outlet, and I'm just going to respect however he's feeling,
So before you took the step back, how did you feel about it?
I was just like, y'all told me I can't cuss in here, so. But no, like initially when I heard it, I was just like, what? Like, but it only took me a few seconds to be like, okay, this is him, his feelings, his story. He has a right to feel however you want to feel, so whatever. And I just kept it moving.
So the way that this is played out publicly, like you said, has definitely led you to this book. In those quiet moments with the kids, is it really, especially at their age, is it hard for them to really grasp what's happening?
It was. Now I feel like they kind of look forward to the transition. So, in a few days you're going to your dad's house and it's yay, So they're getting used to the routine, and it's not really like a sad place that it once was, Now,
no, I get it. I know you've had your beef, your back and forth with Mama D. Do you allow her to be around the kids?
Well, if she's going to be around them when they're with their dad, I
You can't control it,
really,
yeah.
you know, I mean, I could if I wanted to really be like, no, you can't be around my kids, but I've never done that, and it's not
That's
gonna
good.
hurt me. So I'm just like, that's their grandmother at the end of the day.
Good.
Yeah.
Bambi's in the building. Loving Hip Hop is in the building as well. Brand new book. Number 5 on Amazon charts right now, by the way.
Yes.
Go check it out. This children's book, Mommy, I Want to Go Home. Should you be suffering through similar circumstances. You are famously against capital punishment with the children's, as you write this children's book. Why? It made me a better person.
Really? You think so?
Absolutely.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I haven't really gotten to a place with my kids where I feel like it would benefit them.
You got good kids then.
They are good, but even if they weren't, I feel like I would try to understand why they weren't. But that's just me, like personally. I just never felt like I didn't get whoopings when I was a kid. My brother did though, and we turned out totally different.
Okay.
Oh.
Like it didn't help him.
My brother's been in and out of prison for over 20 years. And I'm not saying that was a result of that, but what I'm saying is that I didn't get spankings, I didn't get hit, but he was.
I feel like daughters don't get whoopings as much as sons in the first place, but.
Well, because people will
don't
be
know
like,
about
oh,
that.
he's bad, they're bad, and then go upside their head. But I'm just like, why don't you figure out what's really going on with the kid? You know?
Sometimes they just need to have their head gone upside, I think. Because I definitely did. I'm only speaking from my experience.
But
I don't
why,
have
though?
kids. I have God kids.
Why do you feel like that was needed?
Because sometimes the actual fear of it happening again kept me out of doing stuff.
But you kept getting whoopings.
I mean, yes, but there were different reasons. I never made the same mistake twice.
Got it.
I could probably count on one hand the whippings I got or the spankings, and they weren't even like really. My mama would threaten to spank or but for the most part, I was.
No, 'cause your
I felt
sister was
guilty
the
and I
one.
felt bad. Oh, Glenda got her. Man, what?
Your sister was one.
What? And she didn't even care. At some point, she was just like, "All right, go ahead and whip me so I can go to this party."
Oh my
Like, oh my gosh, she's a savage. I'm like, she's a savage.
Baby's in the building. A brand new book. Mommy, I Want to Go Home. When we come back, we have more with Bambi, more what's going on with her. I suggest you stick around. 8:32 now with the Big Ticket Morning Show on V103. Big Ticket Morning Show on V103. The ATL's #1 for hip hop, R&B, and throwback.
Throwbacks.
Big Ticket Queen Shamia Morton and Bambi in the house.
Yep.
Bam,
Still
bam,
in
bam,
here.
bam, 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 bam. So it's weird to watch you just be on TV all the time
Is it?
with all of your business.
Oh, I'm sure.
It's not weird. It's entertaining
For some.
for most. That's why they get them ratings.
Facts.
Yeah.
Lots going on in your world and stuff that runs parallel. Like me and Shamia were talking about the whole Erica thing.
Yeah.
And there's levels to it.
Yeah, I mean, her and her just altercation with Spice or whatever.
Yeah.
Her being fired. Do you feel like she should have been fired for the things she said?
No, I do not.
Agreed.
I don't.
Why not though?
Well, here's the thing. I feel like this show it's created so much just like tension between people, women particularly, like in general, right? And we call each other the worst names and we say the worst things about each other and attack each other's motherhood and it just is nothing is too far, right? So when it comes to that situation, I just feel like even if they wanted to fire her, they probably should, in my opinion, they should have fired her after she said it. It should have been like, okay, cool, you said this, you're fired, you're done, and then we'll talk about it at another time. But she continued to work, she continued to film, and then when that particular episode aired, after the public said what they said and felt how they felt, then she was fired, and I just didn't feel like that was fair.
Do you feel like she's a racist?
No, absolutely not.
Because, I mean, I don't know her. You know what I mean? We only go by what we see.
Yeah.
And the picture is painted like she's a racist, and a lot of the cast members have spoken out against it, like they don't condone it. They felt like it was a racist remark, but you're saying you don't feel that way. Like, why? Like,
well, I mean, she's never, ever, given me racist. And then I just feel like it's as Black people, right, in our culture, like we have so many different elements. We invite people into our culture on a certain level, like Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, right? And they can say the N-word when they're talking and chilling to us. So I feel like sometimes they truly feel like they're a part of us, right? And where do you draw the line? So if you can't throw out insults that we would throw out with each other when we're arguing, like if I say, oh, like you a monkey or whatever, if we're arguing, I just felt like at that moment she didn't realize that that was off limits for her because she wasn't she's not a black
person,
woman.
right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think she truly understood that at that moment. And I felt like as a cast, we could have given her a little like grace and educated her in a different way.
From what I hear, they gave her an opportunity to apologize for it, and she kind of doubled down and was like, "No, I'm good." Like, do you feel like now she's remorseful, like of that? Does she realize now that that's something you can't really say?
I feel like even when it first happened, she was remorseful. It's just the way that the show goes on. It's kind of hard for you to be remorseful if you feel like somebody is attacking you. You know what I'm saying?
My issue is if it's that bad and that big of a thing, how does it even make it to the show on television?
That part.
Because
Because
it's
of-
taped.
Yeah.
It wasn't live.
Exactly.
They still let it air.
And you know, on the other side of that, Spice actually didn't even hear Erica say this. If you really look at it, Erica was on the outside of the building, Spice was on the inside. And so when Erica was saying, not that this makes any difference because obviously she shouldn't have said it, but when she said it, Spice didn't hear her. And so somebody went back and told her that
Of course they did.
Erica said this.
Let's
And
just
so they
say the
made a
producers
whole
did.
and so they made a storyline out of something that the other cast member didn't even hear.
And then they end up getting fired for that. That's my biggest issue with the whole thing. Is that if we should have never seen it if it's really that something fireable
Exactly.
about. But then here we are later on, you and Erica outside.
Yeah.
And y'all get arrested together.
Yeah.
The turn up.
You know, it was just really unfortunate kind of like line of events because obviously that episode aired, I think, the day after we end up getting arrested. And it was just, I'm like, yo, like, you are getting me in all types of stuff. Like, everybody's mad at me, of course, because I won't just throw her to the wolves and just be like, oh, forget her, I'm cool on her. And then right after that, we get arrested and
what happened? I mean, I heard that she was unruly, like being rowdy in the club, and then Saucy Santana's boo was taken up for her. But how'd you get involved in all this?
So we were in this spot, and it was very chill. Like, it wasn't even a lot of people there. We were in our own little world, having fun, and kind of turned up. Erica and Zell were play fighting, which we're adults. We should be conducting ourselves differently in public.
Right.
But so they were just kind of like turned up, out of control a little bit. And then a security ran inside the club from outside because he just kind of saw a little commotion. And then he grabbed Erica and, she didn't know who was grabbing her or what was going on. So she started trying to defend herself.
Right.
And at that point, everything happened so fast. And I seen the police pinning Zell down. And so this is how I got arrested, because when I saw all those security and police pinning him down, I kind of got in between because it scared me at that point. I was like, oh no, this will not happen on my watch.
Yeah.
So I got locked up that night too. Was not fun. First time being arrested. First time. I'm like, listen, out of all these years, I've been really out in the streets, being ratchet, turned up. This time I was just literally trying to
Be a good
diffuse
citizen.
the situation.
gosh.
Yes.
Was it weird to see Mama D come to your defense?
No, it wasn't, because that same night she got served with a cease and desist. So she didn't have no choice but to try to clean up what she was saying before. It wasn't a real thing.
So is this thing about you using a fake ID? What is that about?
That's what I'm trying to figure. I'm like, I would still be locked up if I was trying to use a fake ID at the jail.
Do you have a fake ID?
No.
Oh, okay.
I mean, how old are we?
Just gotta
16?
ask.
Exactly.
I mean, certain
I'm
people
like,
I'm not gonna name have multiple IDs, but I ain't gonna say nobody
yeah,
name.
like that. And
Okay. Jesus.
Right. But yeah, I'm like, come on, man. I would be in jail for some bigger charges right now.
So did they drop the charges since though you were kind of an innocent bystander?
Well, I heard that they're going to, but apparently they so backed up over there, right? They ain't got time for my little obstruction situation. So
Bambi's in the building, brand new book, Mommy, I Want to Go Home. Again, watching your life play out, and kudos to you for your level of restraint over the last couple months.
I appreciate you noticing that.
Sort of thing with chaotic in the
Yeah.
elevator, which I thought was funny and messy at the same time.
Yeah.
Lots of people pointing to a vacation that happened recently between your ex and his ex. Well, whether or not they're still exes, did that make you feel a way?
No, it didn't. And one reason is because he wanted me and the children to go on vacation with him.
Oh, that was sweet.
And yeah, I was
You
like,
said hell no.
I didn't say hell no, but I respectfully kind of
Declined.
eased my way out of the conversation. And then, that's just typical, him, what he does. Can't get what he want over here, he gonna go over there. So
Wow.
I thought when you said you got invited, I thought he was trying to do co-parenting with all of you
Girl.
guys. Like everybody go together.
Shamia.
Oh my gosh, I'm thinking this is like a Will Jada type of, entanglement.
Honey, that would never happen.
Oh.
Yeah. So, yeah.
There I go playing green.
There you go. Never, honey.
It's not going to happen that way?
It's not going to happen.
You made me forget my question.
All right.
Hilarious.
Moving on.
Damn it, what was I going to say?
I don't know.
Hold on one second. I'm going to stop. You need to start by the end of this right here. I got like a minute, right? Okay. I literally was going to ask something. Fuck.
Dang.
Oh, so are you on the market, ma'am?
I wouldn't necessarily say I was on the market, but I'm like in the convenience store.
You online shopping?
Yeah, I'm like online, Nah, but,
'Cause I know your DMs is something spectacular.
Yeah. Yeah.
How are you handling?
It's a little overwhelming. I'm not going to lie. I'm not really, haven't had this much stuff going on in a very long time. So, yeah. But it's kind of scary, though, like dating and meeting people now because you don't really know what people's intentions are.
Oh, yeah.
And then
if
you got small
respond
kids.
back and say, hey, or what's up, next thing you know, you screenshot, you on a blog. So I'm just like, yeah, no.
What for you to be genuinely interested in a new partner, what do they need to have? What are the things that Bambi requires for her new situation?
Well, it's a lot, but the most important thing I think is patience and understanding that my life kind of revolves around my children right now. So there is somebody that I'm dating, and it's cool because he understands that
Yes.
my time is limited. And so when he does have my time, it's like, you got to make it worth it,
Yeah.
So,
absolutely.
Who's this?
Don't do that, Tig. Don't do that. She said that's her business.
I just said who? Oh.
So, I mean, Tigger, you a rapper? I mean, some bars. I feel like Bambi, you rapping now? What we doing?
Yeah, I just released another song.
See what I'm saying? I feel like this could be a thing.
Oh, here she go. No, look at the face.
Shamia, what you trying to do in here this morning? You got the good morning energy. I need that.
Beatbox though.
Come on.
So you're an author now. You have new music. Ultimately, what's the next? Where does your story arc end for you? Where's your goal for Bambi?
So I think I'm going to write some more books, and I'm just working really hard so that I could work less. Hopefully very soon I'll be able to limit my work hours and be able to spend more time with my kids. That's the goal for me, for real, because my two youngest, they're homeschooled right now. And I don't know, I just want to do more stuff with my kids. Like I want to travel with them. I want to do a lot. I don't want them to just be like stuck in an institution all day at
Is this
school.
your last season of Love and Hip Hop?
I'm not sure. never say never. We don't know. I feel like Love and Hip Hop has seen me do everything. They've seen me date somebody, be engaged, married, divorced. At this point, I'm just like, well, what else?
Divorce final?
Yeah.
She free. Hey,
She in a convenience store.
Hey,
That
man,
part.
listen, we love you. We support you. Thank you for coming this morning.
Thank you, guys.
Tell them how to love and support you about the book and everything else.
Yes, so if y'all follow me on Instagram, it's AdizTheBam, AdizTheBam. I have a link in my bio, and it has everything. It has the book, it has the music, and my store. I have a store here in Atlanta, House of Shimmer. So, yeah.
Shimmer Gang.
Period.
My girl Bambi's in the building. We'll be back with more Big Ticket Morning Show next on V103.